on Zoom. Today, many of the brand ambassadors are going to show their artwork. I think they're, I think 6. And we're going to start with Buffy. And then if you have questions on Facebook, if you just write your questions, I'll ask the brand ambassadors that if there's something to ask. So we're going to start with Buffy. Hello,
Merry
Buffy.
Christmas, everybody. Hello.
Merry Christmas to you as
Hello.
well. And everybody, Merry Christmas to everybody.
Same to you all.
Hello, Buffy.
Hi, Buffy.
Hello, hello. Hello, friends. So I'm going to do a flat lay painting today, and I wanted to just show you real quick how you can get it started, especially if you're not drawing all the time, but you can actually set things down and trace around them and then draw in the detail. So each of these items, I did that. I got the drawing started just by tracing around the shape. This is a really fun to do with kids too. And even the stocking, I was able to place it and go around it. And so then you can just set them back how you drew them, and then you can begin your painting. So I'm going to be painting with watercolor sticks. And then at the very end, if I can finish in time, I'm going to put a little bit of shine with the new luminescent gouaches, which are so exciting because they're opaque and they shine, shimmer and glisten. So really, really cool. So that's what I will be working on today.
Sounds great.
How about what's Gabriel working on today?
Merry Christmas, everyone. Let me switch my camera here. We've got San Diego scene where, we don't get snow here, folks. We get sand, and you get lots of sand. And this guy does this wonderful thing over at the Hotel Del. This isn't the typical snowman that I would do. I like the snowman. And so come back later as I'll be painting a fun sky here and the beach with my little snowman made out of sand. I'll be using goethite along with lavender and some Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Come back by.
I think that will be the least intrusive.
And let's go to Sabine.
I like the Christmas lights. Gabriel.
Oh, yeah, that's a filter on the Zoom.
Yes.
Hello together. And I want to make an old barn in the winter. And I work with cold brown and a warm brown and some white, much white for winter. And so I make some old flowers in the front, and I hope I get ready. And we can go to another one.
Shall we call Giovanni? There. Shall we? There. Gio, I think your mic is off.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Happy Christmas to all of you. And I started to painting a candle, Merry Christmas candle, and Christmas bowl and candy for the typical candle in the center of the table in the Christmas dinner in Italy is very, very popular. And I use only the stick with my set, and I have the little helper Christmas I made with the sticks, and I started with the base behind the candle with the luminescent with violet duochrome violet pearl and yellow medium and oceanic in the base. and continues with the tail, the bright Merry Christmas with iridescent goldstone. Thank you.
And next we'll have Letty.
Me, I am going to paint the ceramic powder mold, so directly with the luminescent. And so they are mold. I put the ceramic powder here. So it's a cream masking. And I paint directly with the watercolor because these watercolor are very intense. So they are very covering. So they are very good. So you don't need to put any watercolor ground. So you can go directly. I have done some glaze and I will do some more glaze. Thank you.
Very nice. How about you, Jan?
I would like to invite you to travel with me tonight in some wintry scapes, and I will not paint due to some reasons, but I like to invite you to travel with me in my sketchbook in the winter scapes in the Svalbard and north of Norway. So that's what I want to contribute this evening.
Awesome.
Thank you. And then I have Lorena.
Okay, I'm here. For this evening, I prefer the drawing of this angel. I like angel, and I think that often they are with us. And for this reason, I choose this subject. This evening, I will paint on wet paper. This is interesting for me. Paint on wet paper helped me to give a soft effect, in particular for the wings of the angel. Okay. Now I start because the paper is wet, and I can start with the background. I will use the ultramarine blue, the industry blue, and then the wings. I will use the iridescent bronze and also a little bit of iridescent vibrant raspberry. In this case, for me, is useful that all the paper is wet, but now I start in this way with this absorbent paper. I do this, and I reduce the quantity of water near the body of the angel. So I can control the quantity of water, color, and the color don't spread on the angel. How I show you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorena. We can come back to Lorena's frame in a little while. We'll invite Ashley to introduce us to her project.
Hello, I'm working on Christmas cards today. A little late to be doing Christmas cards, but that is okay. Better late than never. So what I've done here, I'm gonna actually start a new one on here, but just wanted to show kind of my final design that I've done. So this is a watercolor block. They're really good for making cards. So they're glued on all four sides. And then that way you can even divide it again and make smaller cards, but I've got kind of a horizontal card here. This is a lot of fun. And then also something I've added for whatever you want to write on it, I've got this gold paint pen. And then I don't know if you could see that, but I kind of copied Buffy with the iridescent gouache, the iridescent gold, and I sprinkled it on there so you can kind of see it. Sparkly.
Beautiful, beautiful color.
Thank you.
Okay, Ashley. I think John's disconnected. I can't find him in the guest list. We'll give him time to re-enter the room. Buffy, shall we have you again? Buffy.
Sure.
There you go.
So I took my lamp black. Is it lamp black? Let's see. Yes, lamp black. And I just took a little line of the pigment and then blended it with water. So I'm putting all my shadows in early. And then I just took a little bit of it. You see, a little bit of the paint and put it in a ramekin and got a nice little puddle of it. And I'm using the end of my brush, the little puddle, to put in some details. And it's kind of neat because it's almost like you're a pen and ink drawing or a pencil drawing, because I can add some of the textures and some of the shadows and things that are really, really going to be subtle. And then when I paint, all that work is done. You can already kind of see it all coming to life here. See, you could just use the end of your brush and get those cool shadows started.
I want to correct myself. John is not actually disconnected. He's in the room. Let me just rename it. We always rename to John because he's John. Okay.
He was taking a nap.
No, it's Daniel Smith. I searched John. I can't find John.
He's hiding, checking up on us.
Ah, that's it.
Okay, there you see. John.
You're doing fantastic. I love that stick holder.
And it matches
No,
the
it's a great
holiday
stick
lights.
holder.
Yeah.
It matches her
Yeah.
Zoom screen.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice way to travel with them too. And the
Yeah.
fact that it rolls up is really nice too.
With a
So
tube of
even on my little ornament here, you can take the end of your brush and you could even put in just a little tiny bit of some roughage. See, it just makes it almost like a dry brush, and you can put some of your details in. And then when you put the color over it, it'll already have a lot of that work done. So that's nice. Thank you for letting me share.
Very nice, Buffy.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
It looks old-fashioned.
I
love it.
really like doing these flat lays. They're really fun
Yeah.
and relaxing too. Not to mention that you can pick things right off your tree, or like, for instance, my grandmother made this when I was a little girl and we've had it ever since. So
Wow.
I'm really excited because when I'm done painting the little gingerbread man, we have this color now. The new gouaches are coming out, and we have iridescent gouaches. So this pearlescent white is actually going to help me achieve the look of this cute icing that has a shimmer. So it's really exciting that we have these beautiful new gouaches to play with. And then the moonstone, iridescent moonstone, is going to help me achieve the look of this silver ball. So I'm going to do a watercolor and then finishing touches with these beautiful new gouaches. They're so exciting.
Sounds
Cool.
like a good Christmas present. One could
Yeah.
have a note on the fridge, by the way, for Christmas. I would like.
Right. That's a good question, John. When will these be released into the stores?
They have been released. So they've gone to distributors and to some
Yeah.
stores, but it's just up to the retailers when they bring them in, but they're all out there.
We had
Okay.
new colors last year too, John. I think you're doing a terrific job, just in time for Christmas.
Yeah, these are it. I mean, I feel that these answer that question of how to get gold and silver and those kinds of effects, because the watercolor versions of these are great too, but with the gouache, you get the opacity. So hopefully I'll have time at the end of the demo today to show you guys, but I definitely recommend these ones. The Aztec Gold, Pearlescent White, and the Moonstone gives you a great range of metal-like shimmery goodness to add.
Mhm.
Let's check in on,
May I ask a question?
oh, sure. Hi, Anna.
Yeah, hi, Buffy. I was wondering because that looks lovely, and I was thinking, could you maybe combine the pearlescent white that you're going to be using with the gingerbread with like some scarlet or red to make the heart? Is that possible to mix, so you can, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's try it. Let's do his cute little heart. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the quinacridone red. And I'm gonna put it. Another thing about using the sticks is you can really get that full strength color that you want quickly because they're so pigmented. And I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow because quin red is quite pink. So I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow. And then you can re-wet your gouaches just like you can the watercolor paint. But if you really want the best effect, the getting it juicy right out of the tube is really great. I'm going to put just a little bit more of the red on here. And we're going to do this cute little, it's a little wooden heart. And you know what's something else cool about Mr. Gingerbread is that my grandfather was a woodworker. And so he would cut all the wood pieces. And then my grandmother was a crafter and she would paint them all. So we have things like this all over our house, which is really cool.
That's great.
And then I'm gonna take some full strength of the pearlescent white now. And I'm just gonna pop it in and see what it looks like wet. But I can come back when this is dry and put it on top because it's a gouache. And so the gouache isn't really, it's meant to be used like opaque. So I can put a little bit more on there.
Right.
But we'll come back to that. I'll dry it and then I'll show you it up close later.
Thank you, Buffy.
Thank you, Buffy.
Thank you, guys.
Gabriel?
Our snowman is starting to come alive, and I'm building
Nice,
up
Gabriel.
Wow.
I love your
building
snowman.
up some shadows here. And this is what we do for fun, for just gift ideas. And this is very relaxing. Just building up some fun little stories. Hopefully there's some humor involved. But yeah, we got the color's a little off on my screen, probably on yours as well. But over here at the Hotel Del, we've got this guy that does these fun little things here that most people take a selfie with when they're visiting the Hotel Del. And but yeah, I kind of just want to create my own. And who knows who might get this for a little gift. But our family really enjoys getting something like this for Christmas instead of a gift.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
yeah, we're starting to build up some maybe gouache. I can now, since he's backlit this year, last year he was an actual snowman. Now I'm gonna pop in with some gouache and put some lighting behind him and just give yourself some grace doing these. These should be really fun. Maybe even try a new little technique that you've heard on here. But the arms are the fun part. Now just think of them as twigs that you would break off of the tree.
Yeah, like twigs.
So if this hand looks like where some other branches would go out, right?
Right.
Like maybe an apple tree or something. And then a fun mixture that I'm doing with this is over here. Let's clean a spot. I like the goethite for like a San Diego beach. If you're around the beaches, I like the goethite. And then I can either use a little bit of Sleeping Beauty to make it kind of a wet sand, or of course Moon Glow, and you get these really nice kind of cooler sand, gritty colors. And then we can start bumping up that sand on him. And then of course you can mist it just a little bit here and there to get some granulation going. This is a little washed out in the video, I apologize, but we have these little, you might already have them in your city. There are these little things that people can like have a dinner. There are these little igloo plastic things that look like, oh, you're in some cool place that's cold, and they come and serve you some kind of dinner. But yeah, we got this little scene. We could bump up the values on this. And yeah, that sky's a little washed out. The sky is actually really poppy. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So come on back and I will yeah, I'll show you what's going on.
So people who are making Christmas cards, do you ever go and check what frame sizes you can get, reasonable, so that somebody might like you keep your card and put it in a frame? Or
That's a lovely idea.
That is a really good idea. I did not think of that, but now I'm
did.
going to think of that. Thank you.
I just got a couple of birthday cards from my school, students currently there, and I went and got a frame, and I've got them, and I really enjoy having them around. So there we go.
Happy
Thanks.
birthday to you. Happy birthday
Uh,
to you.
Thank you. And I passed the driver's license renewal, which was just awful. It was a really great day.
Hey Ethel, I wanted to show that they were talking about framing cards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can show, but this one is a frame that I got at Walmart, but they have them on Amazon. They're little pop-in frames, and I have a collection of cards from Japan that I loved, and so I did an entire Christmas tree this year with my favorite Japanese Christmas cards, and they all pop in the front. You can pop them out, and then I just put a little ribbon on top to make them an ornament.
Lovely.
And I can show you if I
Love that.
Where do
flip
you
it
get them?
around. And then there's my,
Wow.
I'll take you over to my tree. This is my whole tree with all of the cards that I love.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Lovely.
But I got those little frames at Walmart. They were a 2-pack for $1.98. And I
Wow.
ordered some from Amazon as well, and they were not too bad. But I like that they can pop out the front so that you can easily put them in there.
Are
But
those
they're
like a 4x6?
4x6.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you glue the ribbons on them? I love you,
Yes,
Tia.
I glued the ribbons, yes.
Okay.
Oh, and you have actual lights on your head, not Zoom screen. I love it.
Kathy's and Gabriel's are real lights.
Yeah, we have Gabriel and I both have this.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we're gonna have Sabine just now.
Yes, I'm. My 5 minutes are over. I'm finished.
Beautiful, Sabine.
5 minutes.
It's beautiful. Wow.
and I'm it's the old barn, and I in the background you see the sky, and wet in wet are the trees, and with a sharp pencil I make the branches, and in front you see the garden and some dry plants. And it's just funny to make the splatter on the paper and do some lines, and it looks like an old garden. It's just funny, and I love it very much.
It's a
I
beautiful
love
poster.
your snow. I love the
Thank you.
snow. Beautiful
You can
snow.
tell.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you, to show.
Yeah.
So you see the seed poppy, the seeds there. I had opium poppies in my garden. I didn't plant them, they just sort of arrived. But anyway, I got some floral spray and I sprayed them silver. And I think they look really smashing. And I'm going to use them in my decorations.
That's a
Floral
great idea.
spray
What
comes
a
in other
great
colors
idea.
and it sprays very quickly and misty, and then it dries very fast.
Yes. Wonderful idea.
Nice atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's
Amazing.
beautiful. I love it.
Thank you, Angela.
Oh,
Beautiful,
look at
Giovanni.
that.
Wow, Gio. Gorgeous, Gio.
Mm.
I love it.
Continues my layer. before
Aren't we a clever lot internationally?
Indeed.
And
Mm.
after this, I use the iridescent stone for create the decoration, the Christmas book, and the writing Merry Christmas. It's very fast for me. Usually, only 5 minutes. I open only the tube. Create the shadow with plum black and there's a lot of dark shade. For this, I use the base is a color green yellow shade, and then the after sap green, only with the sticks. Now after this, waiting to dry for writing iridescent. I'm waiting. Okay.
Gio, is that the gouache that you're using, or is it the watercolor gold?
It's watercolor, iridescent goldstone.
It's looking lovely.
Yeah.
That's
It's
Julius.
sold out at Christmas.
Ah. Hi, Julian.
Hi.
Julian is in the
I'm
room.
having so much fun watching everybody. I was so happy to be free tonight so I could take a peek.
Oh, that's just catching the light and really gleaming.
Yeah.
Part, center.
Wow.
This series of luminescent, I love this goldstone or Adobe, duochrome Adobe Autumn Mystery for this effect. It's perfect for the Christmas time. Zoom.
Wow.
Very nice.
It's
Very beautiful.
glittering. Great glitter.
Yes.
Mm.
Thank you.
Perfectly
Beautiful.
matches with Lety's teeny weeny, but
Sorry,
pretty.
I have a voice. So I painted this with iridescent gold here and anthraquinone scarlet with red.
Ooh.
And the eye, I put the Mayan blue.
Very
Here,
nice.
it was previously painted with anthraquinone scarlet. Then I put a glaze of iridescent ruby. Here you can see the serpentine genuine. And after the serpentine genuine, there is a glaze of duochrome desert bronze. I'll apply again to the other side. It's a beautiful glaze. It's perfect
Very beautiful.
for the glaze.
I like that.
You can.
Very pretty.
You have
What
to
is the material? Letizia, what is the material?
The material is ceramic powder.
Ah,
You can't
okay.
eat it.
Not gesso, but ceramic powder.
Ceramic powder.
Yes.
They're very delicate.
It looks tasteful, but
Yes.
I wouldn't eat it.
It's delicate, but it's also strong. Of course, you have to pay attention to not fall on the pavement, on the floor.
It will break.
Yes, it can break, of course.
Mm.
You can use it as magnets for
Oh
the
my goodness.
refrigerator or something like that. Or you can use as a favor, as closing a packet. Here, I painted it with the iridescent jade, iridescent santon, the lighter one,
Wow,
and
what a
iridescent
glamour.
bronze.
Very pretty.
Very
Also,
lovely.
Very nice for
couple of glaze.
decoration.
I can do another one. So for example, here I put the iridescent gold. This is the ceramic is very absorbent. So one glaze is really enough if you like. But if you want to have a strong effect, you can do a couple of glaze, and it's okay because it dries very quickly.
But did you use the watercolor ground first or not?
No.
Directly.
Directly.
Lottie.
This is antique gold. You can use. I put a couple of drop into the godet, to the half pen, so to have a better resolution of the luminescent. So that they are a good in a good quality, in a good manner. This is antique gold, a little bit.
Letty, those are gorgeous. When you get done painting them, do you finish them with something to make them waterproof?
Yes and no. You as you like. You can varnish with a glossy finish, glossy varnish. Otherwise, you can leave as they are. You have a little bit of chalky effect, but it's okay because the luminescent are themselves so bright and so glossy. So
Lottie,
it's up to you to glaze with another varnish or not.
They're,
Well, that's great. Thanks.
they're beautiful.
I'm taking the.
have you thought about? Sorry.
Uh,
Are you talking to Letty?
Yeah.
yes.
Have you thought about, ladies' varnish, not the coloured stuff, the clear stuff that you put on your nails?
Nail varnish.
Nail
Oh,
varnish.
clear
but
fingernail
I
polish.
clear nail varnish. You can
You
use
may
that on
use
it.
the transparent nail varnish, for example, and enamel, of course, and spray enamel varnish, just transparent and glossy. If you like a glossy finish, because otherwise, if you like an opaque finish, a silky finish, you can leave as it.
Right.
So this is
Beautiful,
Cara
Betty.
bread. This
Very
is
nice.
and Cara bread. You can see how the watercolor is absorbed immediately.
Yeah. Goes on really easy. Goes on smoothly.
It seems like you paint in the sand, but it's fine, really fine. Usually in the past, I used the acrylic color, but then I discovered that all the luminescent, they're working very, very great. They are amazing. So, and also the other watercolor, if you like a transparent watercolor, you can use the simple color. They are fantastic because these watercolor are strong. So they are artist grade, and you don't have to be warned about it. So you don't have to be worried. So I think I can finish the white with a little bit of pearlescent shimmer. I hope you can see shimmer.
Yes.
Yes.
They dry fast, huh? Because you can.
Yes, the shimmer is beautiful, the pearlescent shimmer, because it has wait, a bigger shape than here. But I can adjust every time. I can adjust and remove, for example. I can do another glaze of Cara bread just to recover. It's okay. So
Beautiful.
Beautiful,
Wow.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
maybe I can do a little bit on the bottom. As for this thing, for example, you have to dirt your finger. Because when you're turning,
I think that's part of the experience. You have to get the color on your hands as well
Yeah.
to really feel like you're
or
being artistic.
turning. So this I made with a special blue and the blue pearl, the duochrome blue pearl. So
Very
it's
nice.
very beautiful. The duochrome is fantastic because they are very glossy for me, glossy and metallic. So I like it very much.
If you're working with small things like that and you're finding it difficult, what you can do is get a small stick or lolly stick or something like that and super glue a little blob on it and work with it like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes.
And then you're not getting paint all over yourself, and you've got a lot easier way to handle things. I used to work with
Definitely.
things like that,
Yes, of course.
and it's difficult.
Prefer to handle with my hand directly.
Yeah.
No worries. For example, here, the trees was made with green apatite, Primatec, and then I cover with pearlescent simmer. And so I put some iridescent ruby, iridescent sapphire, iridescent gold, duochrome mauve, duochrome hibiscus, I think, and the iridescent gold for the star. It's very pretty. You can play with this.
Thank you.
Fun.
Letty.
Thank you.
Thank you, Letty.
On to you.
Yes,
Jan.
thank
Hi,
you.
John.
As said before, I had to make the decision to bring the Christmas atmosphere in some other way. And I want to bring you in the atmosphere of Svalbard. Love to travel. And maybe it's the first time that Daniel Smith entered the polar region. This is me there. And it was lovely to paint in the icy gold there. And wherever I'm traveling, I always take some stuff with me to give the impression and the feelings of the wintry atmosphere. And usually mostly I sell them as Christmas posting cards. I always have this little sketchbook with me. It's very practical. It's a Saunders Waterford sketchbook from maybe 15 by 20 centimeters. And well, the atmosphere is so serene and so touching that most of the times I decide to paint it the same day. So the colors I used are mostly Payne's Blue Gray, Alvaro's Caliente Gray, and some Verditer Blue. This is Oslo. This is made in real gold. It was -5 below zero, and it was very quickly done. And well, when you enter there, it's some magic. It's amazing what's happening there inside, and the light there is awesome. You're surrounded by whales, by fin whales. We were lucky; we had some polar bears around us, and well, it's always a matter of being lucky if you see them or not. It's quite adventurous. The light can change very, very rapidly there. It can be icy blue. The sea can be cobalt turquoise. It can be very serene, and it can be very windy and gusty as well.
I
So,
hope you're dating these, because that area has been in the news recently because of the global warming, and
yeah,
the icebergs are changing.
yeah.
So this is really an historic, not just a
It-
beautiful painting, but it's historic with the date.
Yes, there have been a lot of painters there, some famous painters as well. Unfortunate, the Dutchmen didn't behave very well, because we've been in Amsterdam area, and that was in the 1800s, hundreds of whales were captured there on a quite easy way. And indeed, because of the warming up, the polar bears have a hard life. But we were lucky to see some of them, and well, it's amazing when you meet such a whale. Walking in Vancouver Island a few months ago, it's very thrilling to meet a humpback whale just 20 meters beside you. It's hard to forget. But most of the time, I make these paintings the same day.
Beautiful.
You make us very jealous.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
to prove that the light is amazing. This was the north of Norway, and on a wintry day, this is lavender, of course. I never can miss it. and some paints blue gray. That's actually all. And the light, you can see it is amazing. It's yellow ochre, some yellow ochre as well, cobalt turquoise, and very, very strong contrasts.
Makes me a little homesick.
Beautiful,
It
beautiful.
looks,
Beautiful.
it
Wow.
looks like a,
Amazing.
This is special for Praful. I love this.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Yes, it's
Thank
a
you.
very, it's a very old timer. It's built in my birth year, 1955 to 51, and well, it's amazing to see it. So this is my contribution to bring you in some wintry atmosphere. This I made 2 days ago. This is the north of Norway, my most favorite place to be. The Lofoten. The Scandinavian people will recognize it immediately. But the yellow ochre and the brown of the Alvaros Caliente gray, it's a great contrast. So that's my contribution for this evening. This I made in Tromsø as well. Very dark skies. It's really amazing.
Lovely.
The dark skies.
Lovely.
Yeah. So that's my contribution.
Beautiful.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Those are so beautiful, John.
Gorgeous.
Wow.
All of them. Really
Yes.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
All of them beautiful.
Now we have Lorena
Enjoying the
Massa.
session.
Beautiful
Okay.
angel. Look at that angel. Wow.
Yes, my angel. I work on wet
Wow.
paper, and I like the background. You can see the effect.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yes, this is a beautiful effect. I use the bronze, iridescent bronze for this light, and I use also the titanium white, but not the watercolor, but the gouache. I really like
Wow.
also this halo,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
and I
Wow.
like the effect on the wings because there are the light are really interesting.
Yeah. Very
Thank you, Lorena.
beautiful.
Now we have
Thank you. Beautiful.
Ashley. And then after this, we have two from our audience, or actually regular audience. We have Sandra and Lori to share their Christmas themed artworks too. Okay, so
I'm
Okay.
all finished with this and then.
I just wanted to demonstrate how I got the trees. This is so fun. So you can use a card, you can use a skewer, you can use a paintbrush, you can use
Ooh.
whatever. But what you can do is, let me just show you. These are my two newest favorite colors, Prussian green and Payne's blue gray. They're so pretty. Okay, so got my card, and I've mixed up some of the Prussian green, and I'm just dipping it. You can do this, like I said, however you want to get the paint on the paper. I like to do it really thick for this. Okay. And then I kind of just find, and you can do your horizon line wherever you want. They say not to make the horizon in the middle, but it's a Christmas card, so we don't care. Who makes these rules anyway?
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
What is the
Okay, well.
undertone?
Oh, that is
Wow.
Payne's
Very
blue
good.
gray,
Yeah, it's good.
and it's just kind of
Ashley,
washed
good.
out. Thank you.
Is it wet?
It's not wet. This is dry. So I just made a wash, a really watery wash of Payne's blue gray. And then I let it dry, or I forced it to dry rather, because I mean, ain't got time for that. Okay, so now I'm gonna take like a flat brush. You can use a wide flat brush. I'm gonna use a wide one. And I'm just getting some clean water, and I'm gonna start putting clean water away from the paint. I want this to be wet so that the paint can move freely. And depending on how far you want your paint to move freely is how wet you're gonna get it. So if you want your tree line to go crazy, like up into the sky, put a lot of water. If you only want it to go certain distance, then do less water. Okay, so I've got it wet all the way up to the paint line that I just made. And now's the fun part. So I'm gonna make sure that I've got a little bit of water on my brush. And I'm just gonna go right across it.
Wow.
Wow.
Magic.
That's a good
Wow.
trick.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Do that.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
And then now to make the trees, I'm just gonna take a flat brush. And I'm gonna start kind of caressing. Sorry, that was a little wet. I'm just gonna start like caressing that paint up and down. This is so much fun and very relaxing. So if this lower half is water, then whatever you put up here, you kind of want to mimic that down here. And then once it dries, you can go back up here and kind of define the upper tree line a little bit more. So this is so fun.
Wow.
What a good idea.
Watercolor magic.
Yep.
That is
Isn't it?
great, Ashley.
Thank you.
Cool.
On this way, you
And
can
you can-
easily make 100 postcards.
Yeah, I
Oh
know,
yeah,
right?
see, look at that.
Mass,
Look at that.
mass
It's going to-
production. Mass
And now
production.
you're adding a bit more paint. Yeah.
I am. I'm adding more paint. I'm just going crazy. This is so fun. And then
trees
if you
grow.
Love your
the trees
tree.
are growing, and
Yes.
you can take a smaller flat brush, and you can kind of encourage them to go up higher with that flat brush. You can kind of go sideways, side to side.
Oh, cool.
Is it Cascade Green?
This is not Cascade Green, but it's similar. This is Prussian green.
Okay.
I think it's a mix of indanthrone and let me look at the tube. This color has like rocked my world. It's indanthrone and lamp black, and I think that's it. So it's basically blue and black, but it just wow. Nope, that was Payne's blue gray. I am a liar. Prussian blue and aerialide yellow. That's PY97. So you can see blues and greens coming out in it. And then if I'm getting hard lines, I just take my spray bottle. And you could go as abstract as you want.
I hope Rick's
then-
watching.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, where are
Ashley.
you, Rick? Thank you.
Just for Lori, if you're ready. Just for the interest of time, we'd like to have 2 shares from our audience.
I'm
and then
ready.
we'll go back to everyone else who get to see everybody's work on gallery view. Okay, so we'll spotlight Lori Stable. There you go.
So I got this idea of doing a Christmas card with the Northern Lights and a Russian Orthodox church. The Alaska, I grew up in Alaska, and Alaska has a lot of beautiful Russian Orthodox churches. So I monkeyed around yesterday with so this is what I came up with. And I used,
That's gorgeous. That's
I
beautiful.
used interference green up here, and I had to do it several times before I came up with that. And I came up with a line of that, and it didn't look right. So then after it dried, I went back in with the brush and just did the lines again, and it came up with the like it looks now. So that was kind of fun.
Very nice.
Did you intend for it to look like the Northern Lights?
I was
I
just gonna say
did,
the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah,
Look like the
no.
Northern
So
Lights.
cool.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did.
Well, they do. They
No,
do.
that's exactly what I was intending it for it
Yeah.
to look like. And
Well,
I
you got-
originally started out with the pearlescent ground, and that just didn't, and I was trying to put green in it, and
Here.
it just didn't quite look right. So that was kind of fun. So, and then what I do with the cards is I just you probably, you can't see that very well, but I just type up. I could do calligraphy, but it takes too long. So I just type up a nice font.
Is
on
that
the
watercolor
computer.
paper?
It's
Lori, is
not.
that-
It's just a plain craft paper.
Oh, okay.
Black craft paper. And it bent up a little bit, but hey, it's okay.
Oh, beautiful.
But yeah, so it turned out really nicely. I was not sure it would work out too well, but it did. So I was kind of excited.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
so
sharing. That
Thank
was
you.
beautiful.
you're welcome.
Thank you for sharing, Lori. Sandra, we have two Sandras in the room. I think Sandra, just Sandra for her name here. Are you ready, Sandra? Or is it Sandra in Olympia?
I think it's Sandra in Olympia. It's not me.
Okay. All right. Sandra in Olympia. Sarah.
Hi, everyone. Yes, I am Sandra in Olympia. And for those of you who don't know where that is, I am 50 miles south of John.
Oh, wow.
And we have waterfront property on Puget Sound. And we have beechwood, we have dock, and we also have a big madrona tree, and it has really wonderful red bark. During the summer, a hornet's nest built their nest under our dock. It was a big nest, and you can see the Christmas trees, and they are layers of that hornet's nest that we found on our dock.
How
Wow.
exciting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Oh my
more
gosh.
exciting than you wanted.
And if you can get, even closer to see, you can see that what happens is these hornets would scrape really fast our dock, the beechwood, the madrona, and they would carry that paste back to their nest. And you can see the strips of madrona in here. You can see our beech driftwood, and you can see the light gray from our dock.
Wow.
That's nice. Those are my Christmas
Really
cards.
nice.
That is very cool.
Lovely.
I love that. I love
Very
that.
nice.
And turn
Thank
it
you
into
to share.
paper.
Very, very creative.
That's very
Thank you,
creative.
Sandra.
Thank you very much. Happy holidays, everyone.
Same to
Happy
you.
holidays. Yes.
So
Happy
now I'm going to
holidays.
invite
Happy
all
holidays.
brand ambassadors and friends who contributed to today's session. We'll try to put in as many frames as we can. So we have, this is Giovanni's, Letizia's, Lorena's,
Beautiful.
Buffy's, Yanmin, who took us to cold parts, wintry Christmas. And where's Gabriel?
Yeah, where's Gabe?
Gabriel is here. Gabriel is here.
Here.
Gabriel is the Brady Bunch
Sabine.
idea.
Sabine is
Hey.
Gio.
I did a plant, a Christmas plant as well.
Oh,
I don't know.
Angela.
What about Angelus?
Okay, here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Angela, beautiful. I love it.
Oh, that's
Thank you. That's what do you call this plant?
Poinsettia.
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 Christmas star.
Poinsettia.
Wonder you're smiling, John. We're smiling too.
What a talented bunch of artists you are.
Just
Yeah.
some of our artists whose camera is on spotlight. Oh, Belle also has one.
Belle,
Oh,
where's
yeah.
Belle?
There, let me
see
just
Belle.
move one. And then we put in Belle's camera. There.
Where's Belle?
Yeah.
Hey, Belle.
Wow.
Hey, Belle.
Super.
Beautiful, Belle.
Very nice, Al.
Beautiful work,
Love
everybody.
Great work.
Just kindly
I'm in
hold
this-
on to your artwork. I will do a screenshot. Okay, artwork
Got me in the
smile.
spirit. I'm in the
Yeah.
spirit now. I'm in the holiday spirit.
Hang on. Hold
Thank you all.
on. Okay.
Thank
And then
you,
we do
John.
a gallery view
holidays
with
to
everybody.
everyone.
Yes.
Thank you, John.
We'll do one more
Thank you
group
all.
shot
Thank you.
with everyone in the room.
Everyone.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Beautiful.
Okay, hold on, please. Okay, now we're gonna do gallery view with everybody in the room. Okay, we'll put it
Okay.
in John's face. Yeah, John is here. Okay, and we do it. I count 3, and then we all give our beautiful smiles.
Okay.
Yes.
A count of 3.
Yes.
Hang on.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Happy
1, 2,
holidays to everyone.
3. Smile, everyone.
Smile.
Yay.
Oh.
You want one
He
more?
said,
Who's
no,
not
no,
ready?
no, no.
Wait,
not
is
ready.
there mistletoe? We got a Gio and Letty pick there.
Okay, one more. Ready? Someone is not ready. Okay, ready?
Merry
One,
Christmas.
two,
Oh,
Happy holiday, Merry Christmas.
Daniel Smith
whatever.
Merry
logo.
Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Happy holidays,
Christmas.
everybody.
Come join us next
Christmas.
week.
That was great.
See you
Thank
next
you, John.
Friday.
See you next Thursday.
Thank
Friday.
When
you.
we get back
See
round
you
to
next
spring, please, I'm
Thursday.
cold.
Happy holiday.